Welcome back. From the Life is What Happens When You've Made Other Plans department, it's been a busy day around the Bowers compound, and it ultimately seemed more time efficient to record off camera today so that I could get it done. I think you'll enjoy the content, though. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's see what we have. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for August 8th. August 8th is the 220th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 221st in leap years, with 145 days remaining to the end of the year. I have it on good authority that every day is a day for something. Today is Zucchini Day. Zucchini is a summer squash that's quite versatile in the kitchen. In the garden, zucchini likes full sun, well-draining soil that gets watered regularly, and once it starts producing, be sure and harvest regularly so that it will keep producing. And they grow fast, too. If you're a Northern Hemisphere gardener and if you've planted zucchini, they're probably producing almost faster right now than you can get them harvested. It's been my experience anyway. Sometimes you'll have one hide under those giant leaves so that you don't even know it's there until it's about the size of a school bus. Been there, done that. As I said, it's quite versatile in the kitchen too. You can peel and slice young zooks and enjoy them in your salad, sliced and grilled as a side dish, spiraled and used in place of pasta, in which case it's called zoodles. You can peel and shred zucchini to use in pancakes, muffins, or zucchini bread. You can even make zucchini pineapple. Zucchini is so prolific that there's a joke amongst gardeners that you can tell who doesn't have any gardening friends because they're buying their zucchini at the store. Let me know in the comments if you're a gardener or a home canner, and have a happy zucchini day. Today's word, then, is cucurbit. Cucurbit is a noun, and if you happen to be a gardener, you may already know that cucurbits are a family of herbaceous fruits, such as gourds, squashes, pumpkins, melons, and cucumbers. The term cucurbit may also refer to a sort of melon-shaped vessel that's used as part of an assembly for distilling liquids, a little factoid I didn't know before. The word cucurbit comes to us from Latin, a word that meant gourd. First known use of the word cucurbit is in the 1300s, cucurbit. And with that, this is the birthday of American physician and surgeon Dr. Bob Smith, born August 8, 1879. And I can tell you with great assurance that there are millions of people who would not be alive today but for the work of Dr. Bob, not as a physician or a surgeon, but as co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. Dr. Bob lived to the age of 71. This is the birthday of nuclear physicist Ernest Lawrence, born August 8, 1901. He invented a machine that he called a proton merry-go-round. We know it as a cyclotron. A cyclotron is a particle accelerator, and it seems that a simple explanation of a particle accelerator is a device that speeds up charged particles and channels them into a beam. This beam can then be used for research to gather information about atoms, molecules, and the laws of physics. The cyclotron was quite the innovation when it was invented. It is no longer the fastest ride in town, but cyclotrons are still in use to produce particle beams for nuclear medicine and particle therapy, mostly used for cancer treatments. Ernest Lawrence won a Nobel Prize in 1940 for his invention. He passed in 1958 at the age of 57. On August 8, 1950, a man named Harmon Dobson opened the very first Whateburger in Corpus Christi, Texas. Burgers were 25 cents that day. Mr. Dobson grossed $50 in sales. That's a lot of hamburgers, and birthed a legend. One time, either during or toward the end of the Pando lockdowns, Whateburger was open, and Mr. Bowers got a hankering for some Whateburger. It was maybe 9 or 10 in the evening when he went over to the one not far from our house, placed his order, and when he got to the window, he asked, "How late are y'all open?" The attendant said, "We're not open late, we're open all night." We got a big kick out of that. I know that whenever my daughter comes down for a visit from New York, she always makes a stop at Whateburger. On 8/8/88, the temperature in New York City hit a high of 88 degrees. A lot of eights there. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, and guitarist Michael Johnson, born August 8, 1944 in Alamosa, Colorado. He's known for smooth melodies in folk, pop, soft rock, and country music. As with many other creatives, he discovered music early on, developing a passion for guitar at the tender age of 13. He won a talent contest and briefly studied classical guitar in Barcelona. Went on to play with groups like the Chad Mitchell Trio alongside John Denver. He hit big with the song Bluer Than Blue in 1978. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. He transitioned to country in the mid-1980s and landed a couple of #1 hits with Give Me Wings and The Moon Is Still Over Her Shoulder. He continued performing with a loyal fan base until his peaceful passing at home in July of 2017 at the age of 72. Michael Johnson. Today's song is Bluer Than Blue by Michael Johnson. Written by pop and country songwriter Randy Goodrum, this one was originally recorded as a demo. Bluer Than Blue was the first single from Michael Johnson's fourth studio album, The Michael Johnson Album, released in spring of 1978. You can think of it as a story song from the point of view of someone who sees their relationship failing and is trying to look on the bright side of how things are going to be better once she's gone, but not quite convincing himself, as he is bluer than blue. Nicely done, this one. Also, the music video was one of the first videos played on MTV when it was launched in 1981. Bluer Than Blue's been covered by several other artists throughout the years. Bluer Than Blue by Michael Johnson. Link in the description. How about that? I think for today's quote, we'll take that one I said at the beginning, that life is what happens when you've made other plans. Some sources credit this one to John Lennon. Others say it originates with writer Alan Saunders in 1957. Let's just say it's a pearl of wisdom that remains true. Life is what happens when you've made other plans. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.